Hey everybody, Ash here with GenSense. I am shooting this really late at night and I am tired, but I've got to get this done for you guys. I'm back with another week in fragrance. We've got a bunch of new releases to talk about. Most of these are flankers. We've got over 10 fragrances to go over this week, so let's go ahead and jump into this.
Because you don't know who you're gonna meet, who you're gonna meet.
Alright guys, first release that we're going to talk about for this week, a new Azzaro Chrome Flanker. It seems like these Chrome Flankers just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, and almost nobody seems to care. But Azzaro Chrome will never ever die. 300 years from now, there's still going to be brand new Azzaro Chrome Flankers coming out. This one is called Azzaro Chrome Aqua. This is a new flanker to their original release Chrome, which came out in '96. A note from the brand: a new chapter of the Chrome saga begins in the Mediterranean. Through an all-new aromatic freshness, Chrome Aqua creates a more dazzling fragrance and gives rise to a new vibration, like a clean breeze that intermingles with sea foam. This new fragrance is going to have green notes, grapefruit, basil, vetiver, and green apple. According to the brand, this is supposed to be a new and invigorating olfactory interpretation of the original Azzaro Chrome. Now, a couple people have actually pointed out a bottle that I have right up here, which is actually blocked by other bottles now, but it's over here. It's the Azzaro Chrome Under the Pole. That was one of the more recent Azzaro Chrome flankers. That one did not get a lot of love. I've been asked to do a review on that one, so I might try to do that in the next couple weeks or so. But really soon, it looks like there's going to be a brand new Chrome flanker on the block with this Azzaro Chrome Aqua, so Under the Pole will no longer be the new flanker. One thing about Azzaro Chrome fragrances, if you are into them, they hit discounters pretty quickly, and when they do hit discounters, they are heavily discounted. So if you're interested in this new Azzaro Chrome Aqua, maybe you really like Azzaro Chrome and you're looking for an aquatic fresh fragrance and you want to check this one out, wait just a little while, it'll hit discounters and be very cheap. Up next, we're going to talk about Alien Man Fusion and Alien Fusion, which is for women. Now, last week I did talk about Alien Man Fusion, but this week I have the official note from the brand, which is as follows: introducing Alien Fusion for 2019, continuing the quest in search of a new dawn and light. Alien Man Fusion is a woody, leathery, and spicy eau de toilette, a seriously seductive and elegant fragrance for men, with ginger, cinnamon, osmanthus, leather, green coffee, and smoked beech. Now, Alien Fusion for women. Inspired by a solar eclipse, this fascinating, spicy, floral, oriental fragrance combines a flamboyant, hot scent with an intriguing sensuality. That fragrance is going to have ginger, cinnamon, tuberose, orange blossom, vanilla, and white amber. It's interesting that we're getting an Alien Man flanker so soon. I almost wonder if the Amen line, you know, Pure Malt, Pure Havane, Cryptomint, Ultra Zest, all those fragrances, if those are taking a back seat for a little while Alien Man gets a bunch of flankers of its own. As of right now, Mugler Alien Fusion and Alien Man Fusion can be found at Boots in the UK, and eventually they'll make their way to the US as well. Up next, a new flanker for Yop Homme, which everybody out there knows is one of my favorite fragrances, which is sarcasm, it's not. They are launching Yop Homme Absolute, a new flanker to the 1989 release Yop Homme, or some people say Yoop, and some people might even say Joop. According to the brand, Yop Homme Absolute is a fragrant illustration of men's dual nature. Indeed, it contrasts a very unexpected floral heart note with an unmistakably masculine bass accord. The fragrance opens with a spicy note of black pepper. This energetic and catchy overture gives way to the mesmerizing scent of ylang-ylang, which is more commonly found in feminine fragrances. It's a yellow flower. On the other side of the spectrum, the top down is a very powerful blend of virile notes: fresh and aromatic vetiver, rich and aromatic tonka beans, and a hint of precious incense. Don't have a release date on this one. It's going to be available in 80 and 120 milliliter bottle sizes, and it is eau de parfum concentration. And I know there are some low-key Yop lovers out there. Yoop. Joop. I know some of you out there are really looking forward to this one. Next up, a very limited release from Gallagher Fragrances. This was actually just posted today, the day I'm filming it, which is the day before you're going to be seeing it. He's released a limited edition fragrance called Wicked Good, and this is going to come in only 9 milliliter bottle sizes, so a little bit smaller than your typical decant size, and it's going for $37.50 per bottle. This fragrance features just 3 gourmand notes: milk chocolate, tonka bean absolute, and genuine Madagascar vanilla absolute. According to Daniel Gallagher, who's the owner and perfumer, the exorbitant cost of Madagascar vanilla absolute is why he chose to go with a smaller bottle size to keep the cost more manageable. Vanilla is really expensive as far as the absolute goes, and there's been a bit of a shortage in vanilla absolute over the past year or so. So Daniel was able to get a hold of some vanilla absolute. He put this fragrance together using the vanilla absolute, again with those other 2 notes, the tonka and the milk chocolate, and is offering this as a limited edition. So if you're interested in this fragrance, you should probably pick it up pretty soon, because I don't think there's all that much of this to go around. He does also say that note that due to the composition being primarily made of natural materials, longevity and sillage may not be as enduring as his other releases, so keep that in mind. He states this fragrance is for someone who enjoys sweets and wants to experience the deliciousness of vanilla absolute. So if you're interested in this one, you can go to Gallagher Fragrances website and scoop a bottle up. Alright guys, next up, Shea & Blue has a new release called White Peaches. Shea & Blue is a niche line based out of the UK. I have 2 of their fragrances, Blood Oranges and Sicilian Limes. A lot of their fragrances do deal with very fresh, fruity notes. So White Peaches really fits right in there. According to the brand, White Peaches is an eau de parfum that is perfect for summer. Enjoy the delicate, cooling fragrance of White Peaches as a treat for yourself, or give it to someone special as a great gift this season. Notes include peach, elderflower granita, and silver birch wood. Interestingly enough, this is available at QVC UK for £49 for 100 mils. Next up, we have a new David Beckham release. Follow Your Instinct is the name. This is the newest men's release in the Instinct collection, which originally started in 2005. And now there are 9 fragrances in that line. So that is a ton of flankers. This one's available from late January 2019 as a limited edition, so that means technically it should be available right now. This is announced as a woody citrus with spicy dynamics in the heart. Juicy notes of mandarin oranges and orange illuminate the blend of spices at the heart of the composition. So orange plus orange. You've also got star anise, cardamom, and pimento in the heart of the fragrance. And then you have a woody blend of Haitian vetiver and patchouli, subtly warmed with white amber in the base. As with pretty much all David Beckham fragrances, the bottle does not look terribly fancy or anything like that. It's pretty basic, and once this hits discounters, becomes more readily available, you should be able to scoop this up on the cheap. Next up, we have 5 new releases from Jo Malone, and these bottles look great. I really do like these Jo Malone bottles, the special editions that they do. They're very appealing, they're very aesthetic. So they are launching a new line called Wildflowers and Weeds. It's a limited edition collection of 5 new fragrances. So I'm gonna read off the name of each fragrance and then a couple of the main notes for those fragrances. First off, Cade in Cedarwood, which has notes of smoky woods with vanilla. Next up is Hemlock and Bergamot, which has notes of mimosa, heliotrope, and cucumber. And I would also imagine bergamot. Next is Lupin and Patchouli, which has mandarin and rose. Fragrance after that is Nettle and Wild Achillea. And if I am pronouncing that incorrectly, I'm so sorry. That fragrance has bergamot and white musk. And last up, Willow and Amber, which has cashmere wood and vetiver. Each one of these comes in a 30 milliliter, 1 ounce size eau de cologne concentration. So Jo Malone fans or collectors out there, you may want to keep your eyes open for these. Next up, a fragrance for the ladies from Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One 2. This fragrance is going to be coming out in mid-February 2019, so in a couple weeks. The composition symbolizes the scent of love, seduction, and lust, presented with a bottle in ruby red color. Top notes of berry, fruits, and pear open the fragrance with the heart of warm, powdery, and gourmand accents of rose. The gentle and sweet tonka beans in the base are complemented by woody accords and ambergris with intensity and warmth. And last up in This Week in Fragrance, I want to touch on some new Zara releases. Yay, Zara. Zara just randomly drops fragrances on their website like crazy. You'll just go on to Zara.com one day and then boop, 3 new fragrances, and then a week later, oh, 2 more new fragrances. It's just constant. I think they have more than 50 fragrances right now on Zara.com. So I'm going to touch briefly on 5. The 5 newest ones that have come out. The first 2 that I'm going to talk about each go for $23 US for 100 milliliter size. Technically, they go for $22.90, but 23. First up, Deep Blue Sea. According to Zara, this is a marine eau de toilette. The fragrance pyramid includes notes of bergamot, marine chords, and cedar. It's a fresh, modern, and long-lasting fragrance. Now, all of these have barely any votes on Fragrantica, so it's kind of hard to really gauge how good they are from Fragrantica at this point. When a fragrance only has 5 or 6 votes, everything gets skewed so heavily one way or the other, it's really hard to get a feel on it. But for this one, Deep Blue Sea, so far, not a great reaction on Fragrantica. And a few people have said that it's similar to L'Eau Major DC by Issey Miyake. And I'm gonna tell you, if this is a clone of that, that's a pretty crappy move on Zara's part. Because L'Eau Major DC is not a great fragrance to begin with. It's really just and you can pick that up really cheap from discounters at this point. Now, I haven't smelled Deep Blue Sea, so I can't tell you for sure that that's what this is. That's just what the people are saying right now on Fragrantica. Okay, the next one is called Blue Hole. Again, this one for $23. It's also a marine eau de toilette, which you could probably guess by the name. Fragrance pyramid here includes lemon, jasmine, and patchouli. It's apparently a fresh, bright, and sporty fragrance, according to Zara. And the people on Fragrantica are saying that this is similar to a previous Zara release, one called From Paris to New York. This is something that Zara does a lot, where they take a fragrance that they already have and they just rebottle it and change the name, which seems so stupid to me. It would be like if Jimmy Choo Blue here, and then they made a brand new fragrance called Jimmy Choo Man Sport or something like that. And they took the exact same fragrance and put it into a different bottle and then discontinued this one. So stupid. Zara does their own thing, so whatever. The next 3 fragrances each go for $40 US. Next one we're going to talk about is called Metallic Spirit, and this comes in a 120 milliliter size. According to Zara, this is an aromatic eau de parfum. The fragrance pyramid includes notes of neroli, pepper, and sandalwood. An elegant, fresh, and modern fragrance, according to Zara. Again, next to no real information on Fragrantica, a couple of people have said that this smells similar to Gucci Guilty. The next one, also a 120 milliliter size, Thunder Feel. This is a woodsy eau de parfum. The pyramid includes notes of cardamom, coronal, and cedar. Zara describes this as an elegant, cozy, and unique fragrance. According to the people on Fragrantica, this is their previous fragrance, Cashmeran, rebottled. And last up from Zara, Fragrance 01. Now this one is also $40, but it comes in a 100 milliliter size, not 120. So you get a little bit less in this one for the same price as the last 2. This one also described as a woody eau de parfum. The fragrance includes notes of pink pepper, gaiac wood, smoky notes, musk, and amber. And for whatever reason, this is very random, but if you order off Zara.com, it says they include a 2 milliliter sample of this fragrance with the fragrance purchase, so you can sample it. You buy the 100 milliliter bottle, the full-size bottle, and they give you a 2 milliliter sample spray with it. The only reason I could think that might be useful is if you bought this and then you use the 2 milliliter sample, realize that you hate the fragrance, and then return the 100 milliliter bottle unopened for a full refund, something like that. And this one, I have no clue what it smells like. Nobody on Fragrantica has really said that it smells like anything else, so no idea. But if any of you out there are heading to a Zara and you can check this out and let us know if it's any good, that could be useful. I purchased 4 or 5 Zara fragrances about a month ago, planning on doing a review on them, and I still haven't gotten around to it. But at some point, if any of you guys are interested, I'll review some Zara fragrances for you. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up this week in fragrance. I didn't find any decent discount codes before doing this video. If I find any between now and when I'm editing, I will put those in the description. And the usual 37% off FragranceNet code, I'll put that in the description as well. That's gonna do it for me for this week in fragrance. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate all your support. It means the world to me. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys again next week with another week in fragrance.